Imagine you're driving a car at night and you can only see a certain distance in front of you, okay? That's what life is like right now, okay? You can't see through the whole distance in front of the future. You can't even see, like, if you're driving on a highway, you first of all, you can't even see the stoplight. You can't even see, like, if you're far away from the sign, you can't even see what the sign is saying until you're getting a bit closer to it, okay? That's what our life is right now, okay? We can only see a certain distance from where we are right now. Hey bestie, so recently I've been thinking about what type of life do you want to be living, okay? I know as kids who are literally just entering their 20s, it's hard to think about what you're going to be doing in your life like 10, 15, 20 years down the line, okay? Today I just wanted to talk about that, you know? What type of life do you actually want to be living, okay? And there's a lot of need right now. As we're young, there's a huge need from everyone around us, huge expectation that we're supposed to have our lives figured out, that we're supposed to be knowing exactly what we're going to be doing in the future, okay? I'm going to help you set up how you actually want to be living your life in 20 years, okay? It's not about having the whole plan figured out, okay? It's not about that. It's not about having every single step of the way figured out, okay? If you have a goal in mind, you do not know every single step that you're going to be taking towards that goal, okay? That's kind of obvious, but it's also something that should be said because I feel that there's a lot of expectation to know exactly what we're going to be doing like 5 steps down the line, okay? Okay, but it's not really about the thing that's 5 steps down the line. It's about the thing that's right in front of you. It's about the step that is right in front of you, right? And so the core idea of this whole video about what I'm talking about right now is that you have to question yourself right now, analyze your whole self, analyze your situation, analyze, everything. Take a whole analysis of yourself, okay? And then decide what is the next best step for you right now, okay? So I have an example of this from a seemingly not so obvious example. So a couple months ago, back in June, I went up hiking a giant rock, okay? While I was hiking this giant rock, it was at least 2 hours. If the goal of the hike was to get to the peak and everyone that was hiking with us were on the same path, were our paths exactly the same? Okay, that's my question to you. Were our paths exactly the same? Was every step that we were taking exactly the same? No, okay? It was not exactly the same, okay? It was completely different, okay? Sure, we had a general idea of where we were going, okay? We were all collectively going up this giant rock, okay? But we didn't actually know exactly what step we had to take to go up this mountain, to go up this rock. If there's a person beside me and I'm hiking next to a person, okay? The next best step for me and the next best step for that person is not the same, okay? Sure, we have the same end goal in mind, but the discrete paths that we both are taking are completely different, okay? Like, sure, they'll combine and converge and like diverge and like everything, okay? But the discrete steps, the discrete path that we are taking up this mountain is completely different. If you're hiking next to someone or hiking behind someone or hiking in front of someone, right? Then you know that like the step that someone else is taking next to you, if you went ahead and took that same exact step, taking into account what your current footing is, that step might be completely detrimental to you. Like, because you copied that other person's step, maybe that step will cause you to like slip and fall or something, okay? So like, the way you place your footing, the way your footing is right now, okay? The way you are right now, you have to make a decision based on that, okay? You can't just keep copying what other people are doing, what other people are stepping up towards their goals, okay? You can't just keep copying them, okay? Because what's working for them isn't gonna work for you. It's not gonna work for you, okay? This is your own journey. So like another example, okay? Say you and your friend have like a goal of becoming a YouTuber, okay? Okay? So let's say that, okay? The steps that you and your friend are gonna be taking are different, okay? They are not the same steps. General path is the same, okay? You have to post videos every week, okay? And like post on social media, okay? Like that's the general path, right? But the steps into making each video, into taking the next step is completely different. And I need you to understand, okay? That, just because you and your friend have the same goal doesn't mean you guys are going to be taking the same step along the way, okay? Just because you're following up a certain program in your university or something doesn't mean you're going to be taking the same steps that they've like advised you or something, okay? The next best step for you right now is completely different from what other people are doing, okay? Sure, you might all be in a general path, But the next best step for that individual person is completely different, okay? You might go around in circles. You might go up and back and down and then go up, okay? But eventually you're gonna go up. You're gonna go up, okay? The end goal is the same, okay? That's why it's like so like emphasized that it's not about the goal, it's the journey. It's about the individual steps that you are taking to get to that goal that is so important. It's not about the goal. It's about the next step that you are taking in order to get to that goal, okay? I know for a fact that it's so easy. It's so easy to get caught up in other things. That is not the next best step for you, okay? It's easy to get caught up in, oh, the thing that's 5 steps ahead of you, or how long it's gonna take you to get up this mountain, or what the other person is doing, or what their step is doing, or, you know, everything. It's so easy to get lost in that, okay? But I need you to remember, it's not about them. It's not about the goal. It's about the next best step for you. Considering everything that is going on in your life, what is the next best step for you? Okay? And you have to make that decision on your own. And it's really hard, you know? But if you want to get to your goals, you have to be continuously, slowly stepping towards that goal, okay? Because the only way you will make your goal a reality is by taking action. What is working for the person that is next to me or that's in front of me isn't gonna work for me, okay? Just because you and your friend are on the same goal to getting to that YouTuber status, okay, doesn't mean that what's working for them is gonna work for you, okay? Next, I want to touch upon the idea of like, what if you spend all this time working towards a goal and then you get into that goal and you don't even like it? You don't even like what you're doing. Like, what if that happens? Well, bestie, don't worry, okay? Because, like, it took you this amount of time to understand that that goal wasn't for you. And that is not time wasted. Discovering something about yourself, and especially about your dislikes, is not time wasted, okay? Even if it took you 7 years to realize that maybe that marketing job wasn't for you, then so be it, okay? It did take you 7 years to realize that, and that's okay. Now that you've realized it, you gotta make sure you take the next best step. Just because you got to that goal and you don't like it, doesn't mean the skills that you've acquired up until that point are gonna be useless, okay? You're still gonna be having that accumulated knowledge at the back of your mental file system. That means that these skills will eventually come in handy one day, okay? You're meant to go through these experiences, okay? You're meant to go through these experiences to understand what you like, what you dislike, and then you can build a life up from that. Every time you reach a goal that you find out that you don't like, you're one step closer to getting to a goal that you actually like, to getting to an idea, to getting to a life that you actually want to live. As people who are in our 20s, what is the next best step for us right now? What is the next best step that'll set yourself up for a successful, joyful, and happy life? Okay? What I can say right now, considering the life experience that I have, considering all the skills and thoughts and ideas that I have right now, the next best step for us is to collect a Pokemon deck of skills, okay? You want to have like all the skills in your pocket. You want to be learning all the skills, okay? All the core skills that sets you up for success. You literally need to collect up skills like a game, okay? You need to gamify your life, okay? You need to collect all the skills. And life is literally just a game, actually, you know? Because you're just gonna start to acquire these skills, meet the people, build your own thing, sell it, become successful, and live your life, okay? Like, I make it sound so simple, but it's really like hard, okay? But like, that's me focusing on 5 steps in front of me, okay? You gotta understand when your mind is trying to like procrastinate too much. Like, think of the future too much that it turns into just procrastination. It's about the step that is directly in front of you. Okay, it's not about the step that's five steps in front of you. It's about this step. It's not about this step, it's about this step. Okay, what is the next best step for you, bestie? What is the next best step for you? Okay, and before you do that, sit down right now, 30 minutes, just considering what you've gone through, your current situation, have an idea of one goal that you want in your life, okay? Just one. You don't need 5, 10 different goals, okay? One overarching goal, okay? You just need one overarching goal. And then from that, you can get to the next best step for you. That next best step for you might just be talking to more people, building your skills, climbing mountains, gaining experience, okay? Focus on the next best step. Not 5 steps, not 2 steps, the first step, okay? It's about the next step. That's all, guys. I'm Krisha, and I will see you next week.